There are at least 3 things we should be doing, and then I'm going to ask you for others that I'm sure you know as well. Here's number 1. The first of 3 things we need to do with our agents and even with consumers is we need to reintroduce what we call listing inventory management. Now, no one has talked about listing inventory management for 15 years because the average days on market has been under a month to 6 weeks. For 2 years, it was under a day in some cases. And so we didn't really teach this as a core skill. But for 35 years I've been in this business, this was a normal skill to teach listing agents. Now, what is listing inventory management? Essentially, it looks like this. Teaching agents to explain to sellers at the beginning of the process, at the listing presentation, of the weekly check-in call, of the Monday morning management call, listing management call, in which we go through 4 or 5 key areas of that listing's marketability. So we want to introduce this as something that sellers know is coming, look forward to having on a regular basis, and there's no surprises about what we talk about. We talk about how many showings and the feedback we've got. We talk about whether we've had any offers and or what those offers quality was and whether we rejected any and why. We talk about new competitors that have entered the marketplace over the last couple of days. We talk about trends in mortgage rates, hyperlocal factors, and then we simply provide options. Options in adjusting terms, adjusting conditions, adjusting prices, as well as, check this out, doing nothing and being patient. Because if the days on market is averaging 55 and we've been on the market 14, there is no crisis here. And it may not be necessary to do anything other than adjust expectations. But this was all part of a skill set known as listing inventory management, where every Monday our sellers knew we were going to have this call. We knew we were going to go through this process. We were going to review all the data and ask ourselves what needs to be done, if anything needs to be done. And by introducing our agents to this system again and getting them to be able to articulate it in the listing presentation, they prepare the sellers for what's happening. They prepare themselves for what they're going to have to do. And it transforms what they see as a nerve-wracking call. Oh my gosh, I have to call and talk about lowering the price. And it's a difficult conversation and getting themselves all worked up, to a call that's expected. Hey, it's Monday morning. I'm having my listing management check-in call with you. Let's go down the checklist. And they do this as a matter of course. Listing inventory management is a proactive approach to handling all the conditions, terms, and price factors that affect the listing's saleability, but it's also an expectation setting approach with consumers that may help them prevent their emotions from harming themselves, their worries, their concerns, their reaction they go too quickly. So that's number 1. One thing we can do, reintroduce listing inventory management. Hello, I'm Matthew Ferrara. Thanks for visiting the Leadership Club, a special place for owners, managers, and executives to focus on their growth as leaders in their firms and the industry. You can join TLC as a free subscriber, and you'll get the weekly newsletter and explore a whole bunch of open posts, recordings, and downloads in our free section. And if you like what we're doing here and you're ready for some TLC, then consider upgrading your account to access the masterminds, the coaching calls, and our ongoing training. So if you're ready to take your leadership to the next level, then the Leadership Club is the place for you to do it. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to welcoming you to the club.